Deploy yourself. Don't play yourself. Guess who's back in the saddle in this morning? On this morning, what a wonderful morning it is. And I'm back in the saddle, live. That's right, live. Back in the saddle. Been out last week on a pastor's leadership retreat. It was a wonderful time. I did a couple of them last week. And then the pastor said, hey, just put Morning Manna on pause, and we want all of you the whole week. So pour into us, and you can pour into Morning Manna next week. So, hey, that's what happened, and I'm back now, and I'm glad to be with you on this morning. And it's all about don't play yourself. Don't play yourself. Let me greet some folk. Then we're going to jump right into the word on this morning. Good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? Verena, how are you on this morning? Good morning, Brenda. How are you on this morning? Hey, I got a question. Did you guys miss me? Was I missed? When you came on, you said, you know what? Where in the world is Bishop? I told you, that's the pastor said, look, Bishop, they get you every morning. We want you fully and totally to ourselves this week. So that's what happened. That's what happened. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? Good morning, Barbara. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Brother Nesbitt. The Browns won. What a game. That was a good game. The Eagles lost. I hate that. I've been kind of pulling for the Eagles since my son is an Eagle fan, and the Cowboys play tonight. I know what's going to happen tonight. I ain't even going to get my hopes up. Good morning, Elder Jan. How are you on this morning? Good morning. And just wanted to just shout out a couple more people, and then we're going to get right into the word on this morning. Good morning, Sharon. How are you on this morning? I guess what? You know, I always on Monday, I always kind of extend whatever I ministered on Sunday. And on Sunday, one more. Good morning, Betty. How are you on this morning? On Sunday, what I ministered was all about leadership. It was all about leadership, the house gift. It was the gift of the house. And I talked about that out of the 5th chapter of Ephesians. And this morning, I'm going to expand on that whole message that I shared. And at the 8 o'clock, I raised a very provocative message. And that is, what is your marital status with respect to the church? Paul says that he tells us this whole thing about being married. And then he said it's a mystery. I'm talking about the church. And so to that end, I just raised that question, are you married to the church? But at any rate, this morning, let's press in about leadership. And in particular, don't play yourself. I'm going to give you the text to talk, the takeaway. Here is the text. Genesis 1:28, the B portion, just a little snippet out of that 28th verse of the 1st chapter of Genesis. And this is what it says, and have dominion. Rule, multiply, be fruitful and multiply, and have dominion. Here is God creating humanity, and he gives humanity leadership. What does that say to you and I? There's 3 things I want you to grab a hold of. The first thing is leadership was displayed, deployed, and developed with the last problem you solved. You're wondering who's the leader? You be the leader. And your leadership was displayed, it was developed and deployed with the last problem you solved. The second thing is God created you to be a leader, and you know that because leadership begins with you leading you. What does it tell us? The word says, you mortify the deeds of the flesh. It says, greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. This is what the word says, and it says this because leadership begins with you. The third thing is this. Leadership produces a fruitful life. Let's walk through it again. The last problem you resolved, the last problem you solved, the last challenge you came up against. At that point, you displayed leadership, you developed leadership, and you deployed leadership. Because the second thing is you are a leader. The third thing is you produce fruit from that leadership. What's your takeaway this morning? Don't play yourself. You have what it takes because God created you to lead. Don't play yourself. Don't. Because God created you to be a leader. So go and lead. The Lord be with you today. His face shine upon you and give you peace. I'll see you tomorrow morning live with Morning Manna. Share the manna. If it bless you, bless somebody else.